garden life. It's Friday afternoon. We're gnoming out. We got mint blooming. We got it. Sunflowers blooming. EDM in the background. Onions getting fat. Look at this guy right here. Look at this guy right there. Look at that. Beautiful. Some of those Egyptian onions, they're walking out. You see that? They're right here. That was some one where I actually stepped on it. And they're 1, 2, and 3. I planted those ones, and they were just like this a few weeks ago. Which these ones are ready to go in the ground if I wanted to, or I can dry them out for next year. Or sometimes I've left them in several years, 2 years at least. Everything's doing pretty good. Tomatoes and cucumbers are killing it. They're starting to produce a little bit of fruit, but the main thing is getting a healthy stock first, and that's the key. And then these next few weeks, they should just blow up. As you can tell, they're starting to, on the verge, you know what I mean? Look at that. Beautiful. I'm sure. And then right here, we got some starting. Just all kinds of fun going on inside. It's been a little bit cooler, so the peas have been liking it. I got a bean that actually came up, so that's awesome. The girls are doing good. We got some eggs back there. We gotta get those. Everything else, well, there's Lexington. He's starting to look more like a turkey. Oh, kimchi popped out. We got cayennes going on here. We got a couple little babies. And right there. Couple. Dogs are hanging out. Lemongrass is doing excellent. I made a fish soup with this, and it was delicious. Matchbox chilies. They're coming along. Eggplant over there. We had one that's a little bit green, so I know that they need to get a little bit bigger in size. But they're doing good. They have the most beautiful flower. I don't have any flowers right now because this one just finished blooming, but the most beautiful flower, pentagon style. Poblano over there. Let's check that poblano out. Come in here. Look at that. We got beautiful poblanos coming on. Now my tomatoes over here, so I've staked them and I tie them up. Let me kind of show you what's going on with these bad boys. So, if you don't clip a guy like this right here, this will turn into a whole new shoot. So I gotta take this guy away. I don't want him to grow a whole nother stalk. However, I have clipped these and trained those stalks to go up on a few of these, so I could get extra, like on this one here, so I can get extra stalks growing out. But I don't want another stalk growing out, so I'm going to trim this and just train this to go up just like that. And I'll tie it up all the way to the top, and that will produce fruit all the way up. And then I'll trim it at the top, and then I'll start to produce fruit all the way down that. And then I'll produce more stock, and then I'll have another post coming out probably down over here somewhere, or over in that corner, or wherever it comes out at. The plant will decide, and we'll start the process over again. Oh, and so that's kind of how I do my tomatoes. Here's the original stock on this one. Everything else are secondary stocks that I've put up. And then this one here, see, this one here is ready for some support right there. I'll give that some support in the next couple weeks, depending on how it grows, and where I want it to go. Because the key is you want it to be thin enough for air to go through in case I get a strong wind, like what happened here. Strong winds knock things down. So if your tomato plant, especially out in the elements like this, has support and is airy, allow air to go through, they will survive, as I personally witnessed, high tropical force winds. One year I had corn going at 90-degree angles, and my tomatoes stayed straight because of how I do it. Bamboos are doing good. They're setting up. Here's a whole new shoot right here. And then these others got some shoots coming along. This one here is kind of struggling, but you know, let's give it time. It's stressful moving to our climate. But we got fresh bamboo right here coming up, looking good. A baby right there. And the chickens help clean up around it. See, the wind is havoc for these guys, but the potatoes are doing good. Some of them are starting to bud up, as you can see here. Need some water. One of the chickens got in here today, so you can see she didn't do any damage really, but nothing that water in a few seconds won't fix. Sage is doing good, although I gotta replace that one. This Shinto chili is starting to produce down here. Where is it at? There it is. So, not too bad. That one got stunted, so that's why it's kind of small compared to the poblano or the cayennes. But we've also had a lot of rainy weather, so it's helped out. That's been cool, and chilies like it hot. Here we got a paprika. Look at that little paprika growing. It's a good little guy. So we got another one popping up right here, and you see that. It's about ready to lose its flower. The raspberries are finally starting to go for it. Oh, we got activity. We got activities. So that's good. The rains help with that. I should probably get some of these weeds out, but this stuff here is purslane, and this stuff, if you notice, is grown all throughout the garden, but you can actually throw this into salads. These beets and everything, they're all doing just fine. My hibiscus is coming back from the turkey attack, which is good. I've had that guy for a couple of years now. But things are going pretty smoothly around here. And everyone's getting a little bit bigger, which is good. And then the oregano patch is doing its thing. Yeah, we got spreading out right here. Fresh oregano. This is the Mahjong oregano, which is my second plant of that. And the other plant is over in this jungly mess. But I wanted to reseed so it spreads throughout this whole area, and this whole entire section around underneath this lilac will be all oregano. So I love to cook with it. Uh-oh. You guys eating flowers? I hope not. The only danger of having birds in the garden, they're starting to like vegetation, but they're small enough, they're just going after all the bugs, which has been awesome. Now you gotta watch them carefully.